biological traits, temperament, and more information on the American Bulldog breed.
Do you long to find your canine soulmate? Are you a seasoned dog trainer and owner? For your own extraordinary journey, the American Bulldog might be the one. We might receive an affiliate commission if you make a purchase after clicking one of the links on our website. Think of yourself as a young child. You recently saw Homeward Bound, The Amazing Journey, the most incredible movie, and you love animals and adventure. 3 animals think their owners unintentionally left them behind. They decide to go on a voyage that would have surpassed Odysseus in order to find their family. The animals in the film include an energetic adolescent American Bulldog named Chance, an aging golden retriever named Shadow, and a long-haired cat named Sassy. The adventurous American Bulldog might be the ideal canine companion for you. The amiable nature and strong work ethic of the American Bulldog are well known. American Bulldogs are strong, athletic, and squarely built. This friendly but devoted breed was developed as an all-around farm dog. Though he is good with children, he needs adequate socialization. He should be socialized with other family pets as early as feasible if he will be around them. Although he is not much of a barker, he tends to be possessive and protective of his family. He is the ideal candidate to safeguard the family. The breed is everything the dog someone could possibly desire, and too much dog for some, according to the American Bulldog Association. Because to its height and strength, the breed requires constant training to become well-behaved canines. The American Bulldog has to be in motion to survive, hence they don't perform well when left outside by themselves. They are athletically gifted, bright people with an endless supply of energy.
History.
Bulldogs used to hunt wild pigs and catch and hold animals, even uncooperative bulls, to make a living. In the late 1600s, early settlers from England brought the first bulldog to America. Bulldogs served as farm dogs in colonial America. The descendants of these early bulldogs that colonists brought to the United States are where the contemporary American Bulldog gets its name. The dog stayed in specific regions of the Southeast and subsisted on catching feral pigs. These early bulldogs eventually helped with enormous agricultural animals and safeguarded family and property. Because to the nature of the labor they performed, they were most frequently referred to as bulldogs.
Temperament.
American Bulldogs are people pleasers. He is extroverted and very trainable, and he is devoted to his family. If raised with children and other animals, he is usually nice with them, yet his size and high level of energy make him potentially dangerous to little children. Even though all dogs should be under adult supervision around kids, this is particularly crucial for a dog of this size and weight. American Bulldogs are loyal and have a strong sense of family. If you work in the garden outside, he'll want to come along. If you don't have a farm or a lot of land, you'll need to find other ways to exercise. In addition to his physical vigor, this bulldog needs diversity to keep from growing bored. Dogs who don't get enough exercise and mental stimulation often turn to the wrong activities to pass the time when they're bored. Although they might be stubborn, American Bulldogs like learning new things. They need a trainer who is both firm and gentle. They are food motivated, thus the appropriate use of treats can be a beneficial incentive. They are difficult despite being trainable and eager to please. They work best when coupled with an owner that has previous bully breed experience. For a first-time dog owner, the American Bulldog is not the best choice.
Dimension and appearance.
Hardy breeds like American Bulldogs typically have some markings on their coats, faces, ears, or paws. The varied look of the American Bulldog reflects the objectives of the breeders who created and improved it over the previous 100 years. They can be traced back to 4 Southern American breeders, each of whom produced a particular breed of dog. American Bulldogs of the Scott and Johnson varieties are 2 popular breeds with distinct physical characteristics. The shape of the head and muzzle as well as the proportion of leg to body length reveal the distinctions between lineages. The larger of the 2 breeds, the Johnson American Bulldog stands between 23 and 27 inches tall at the shoulder and weighs between 90 and 120 pounds. Due to the infusion of English Bulldog blood when Johnson was developing his line, he more closely resembled an English Bulldog in terms of the shape of his head and jaw. The Scott American Bulldog is a smaller, more agile dog with more energy than the Johnson because it was bred for performance. He still weighs between 80 and 100 pounds, making him a sizable dog. The gender of the American Bulldog varies. Men typically appear larger and more muscular than females. The UKC breed standard, which specifies that honorable scars coming from field labor are not to be penalized, makes clear the breed's working heritage. The American Bulldog's strong neck and forequarters, which represent his background as a catch dog and allow him the power to wrestle a rebellious bull to the ground, indicate his background as a capture dog. His deep girth gives him the room his heart and lungs need to function, providing him the endurance to work all day.
Colors and coat.
Although the American Bulldog can have other colors mixed in with his white coat, white is his primary coat color. He could be entirely white or have some black, brindle, brown, or tan on him. His short coat could be silky or a little stiff, but it is minimal maintenance and only has to be brushed once a week to keep his skin and coat in good condition. While American Bulldogs don't have as much wrinkled skin as their English cousins, they still require special care to maintain healthy skin. The wrinkles on your dog's face could accumulate saliva and food particles. Use baby wipes, wrinkle wipes, or a soft cloth dampened with water and a small amount of fragrance-free shampoo to gently clean these folds. Ask your veterinarian for a product with antiseptic qualities if your dog already has dermatitis in his folds. After cleansing, wrinkle balm can also be used to stop infections, rashes, and other things.
Exercise and environment.
If you enjoy your alone time, don't anticipate having a lot of room if you adopt an American Bulldog. The American Bulldog enjoys every moment of existence. This dog is a go-getter and needs regular exercise to avoid picking up negative behaviors, though different bloodlines may have higher or lower energy levels. He would thrive in a rural setting where he could work with his family and enjoy exercise. A more reserved person might succeed in a suburban or urban environment, but his best buddy must invest the time and effort necessary to offer him enough exercise. American Bulldogs are easily bored, and this restlessness could lead to harmful behavior within your house. With your American Bulldog, try to get in at least 2 sessions of 20 to 30 minutes each. Consider playing a game of tug-of-war or tossing a ball for him later in the day if you spend the early portion of your workout time jogging on a familiar route. Take him for a short walk on a pleasant day. Variety is essential to this breed's happiness as well as the spice of life. Think about his type as you work out with him. Due to breathing issues, Johnson American Bulldogs have a higher brachycephalic profile and may benefit from less vigorous training.
Training.
Although they have a tremendous desire to please their owners, American Bulldogs do have opinions. There are numerous printed and online resources available to assist in retraining this specific breed. Like to any breed with a strong will, early, persistent training is crucial. Rules and routines should be set up as soon as your dog joins your family. Key is consistency. They need plenty of encouragement and strong but compassionate correction. They will make good canine citizens if given time and early exposure to other animals and people.
Health.
The American Bulldog has some heritable disorders despite being an athletic dog. Some of these issues are merely taken into account while breeding dogs, while others may have disastrous consequences. Breeding dogs are examined for these ailments by a competent breeder, who should be able to provide you with the results for both parents upon request.
Joint atrophies.
American Bulldogs run the danger of developing hip and elbow dysplasia, like many large dog breeds. The risk can be reduced by selecting an adult or a pup whose parents have undergone Orthopedic Foundation for Animals (OFA) testing. However, dysplasia can also develop due to a puppy's rapid growth. It's essential to provide giant breed puppy nutrition. Lethargy, overall stiffness, and pain indicators are the typical symptoms of joint dysplasia in the hips and elbows.
Eye issues.
One of the breeds susceptible to canine multifocal retinopathy is the American Bulldog, CMR1. Despite some retinal detachment in affected areas, this illness seldom causes blindness in canines. To make sure they are not carriers, any canines that are being evaluated as breeding stock should undergo testing.
A neurological condition.
The effects of degenerative myelopathy, DM, are more severe for both dog and owner. Dogs with DM typically don't exhibit any symptoms until they are older adults. The condition worsens until the dog is unable to walk and they lose coordination in their hind limbs. Large breed dogs with degenerative myelopathy frequently proceed more quickly, and 6 months to 2 years after the first signs appear, they may lose their ability to walk.
Skin conditions.
American Bulldogs can get the hereditary skin disorder ichthyosis, which can be so severe that death is necessary. The word ichthyosis is derived from the Greek word for fish, and the thicker skin that is affected looks like fish scales. Your veterinarian will perform a biopsy on the affected skin, which could be smelly and prone to subsequent infection. With the help of medicinal shampoos and rinses, ichthyosis symptoms may be momentarily under control, but the condition is ultimately incurable. There is a genetic test available. Every puppy you buy should come from breeding stock that has been tested negative for this illness, so be sure of that.
Deafness.
American Bulldogs have a higher incidence of deafness than many other breeds because of their color pattern. Cochleosaccular deafness is the most frequent inherited condition and is linked to patterns in coat color. Usually, canines with white spotted patterns will exhibit it. Puppies as young as 1 to 3 weeks old may exhibit deafness in either one or both ears as a result. A dog with hearing loss can still make a lovely pet, but you'll need to make accommodations for his impairment.
Nutrition.
American Bulldogs are a breed that, given the chance, will overeat. Feeding by choice might not be a good idea. Developing puppies consume more food than older dogs. Stick to the feeding schedule recommended by the feed manufacturer, but make sure to pick a puppy food made especially for bulldogs. These formulae aid in reducing the danger of musculoskeletal issues brought on by rapid growth, such as joint dysplasia. Your dog may consume 3 to 4 cups per day as an adult. The danger of bloat, a potentially fatal illness that can affect any breed but is most frequently observed in deep-chested dogs, rises when a dog is only given 1 meal per day. A predisposing factor is exercising right after a substantial meal or drinking a lot of water. A calcium-rich kibble containing protein sources like meat/lamb meal, fish meal, chicken byproduct meal, meat meal, or bone meal listed as the first ingredient may help him prevent this potentially fatal condition. Dividing his diet into 2 or more feedings each day may help reduce risk. Long-term costs may be lower if you feed the highest quality food you can afford rather than economizing by using a lower quality brand of kibble. Look especially for a large breed formula that matches his age to keep this big guy healthy and lower dangers related to his size and body type. His dietary requirements will be satisfied by a high-quality kibble that contains meat protein, fiber, good carbohydrates, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals. You won't need to take as many expensive supplements.
Grooming.
Be care to keep your American Bulldog's facial wrinkles fresh and clean. The Johnson American Bulldog will require more grooming because its face tends to be more wrinkled. Their short, soft to stiff coat might vary. Due to the wrinkles in his skin, your dog may develop a canine odor if not properly groomed. Use a shampoo and conditioner formulated exclusively for dogs to bathe your American Bulldog as often as the weather permits, once every 4 to 6 weeks. This breed sheds occasionally, but using a bristle brush a few times per week will help get rid of the dead hair and keep his coat in good condition. American Bulldogs require the same nail and dental care as other dog breeds, despite their low grooming requirements.
Expenses of breeders and puppies.
Puppies can range in price from $800 to $3,000 on average. Puppies range in price from $800 on the low end to between $1,200 and $3,000. Choosing the type of American Bulldog you want to add to your household should be one of your top priorities while searching for a reliable breeder. Choose a Johnson breeder if you want an American Bulldog that is more peaceful. Despite having a lower amount of activity than the Scott line, they do have a tendency to be a little more territorial, making them potentially less ideal for households with young children or other pets. Talk to the breeder about your human and animal family and pay attention to their advice. If the breed is right for your family, a respectable breeder will let you know. They'll also be able to provide documentation of genetic testing for breed-specific heritable diseases. With one of these dog DNA testing kits, you can conduct a test at home if you currently own a dog and are curious about its breed composition.
Shelters and rescues.
American Bulldogs may end up in rescue organizations and shelters because they are not the ideal dog for every family. Rescue groups that specialize in American Bulldogs are knowledgeable about the breed's requirements and a terrific way to find your new best buddy. These canines can tell you how well a person gets along with kids or other animals because they frequently spent time with foster families that have training and rehabilitation experience. There are rescue organizations all over the nation, and American Bulldog Rescue is a great location to start your search. They can help you in your hunt for the ideal family member because they have chapters in many states. Also, you can go online at petfinder.com for American Bulldogs nearby.
As household pets.
This breed is typically a sociable, diligent dog, best suited to an experienced dog owner. Adequately guards his home and family. Comfortable around strangers until they are between 18 and 2 years old. High vigor, but this varies depending on heredity. Daily exercise for a total of around an hour promotes health. Willing to serve as a lapdog occasionally. When bored and left alone for a long time, destructive. Unless his activity needs can be addressed in another way, he would do best in a house with a sizable yard. Pleasant with kids and other household pets. Scott More Than Johnson.
Final reflections.
The American Bulldog might be the right breed for you if you have experience with strong-willed breeds and are looking for a family protector with a sense of humor. This active breed represents the hardy optimism of our earliest farmers. The American Bulldog could be your lifelong friend if you're seeking for a companion who is just as active and adventurous as you are.